Hi everyone. I hope you are doing very well today. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are on the planet watching this. So welcome to the Tarot Insights for the first quarter in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is a sign of information, communication. He's the archetype of the messenger. So what we will, the spread we will having here today is all about that. What do we need to communicate? What messages do we need to get out of our system in order to move on with our lives? Because I'm sensing for this collective that something is really blocking our emotions and our thoughts and are not able to come out properly. So let's see what messages what messages this first quarter has in store for us. I will be using the tarot deck of the Modern Witch. Can you see it? It's so lovely. I just open it. I have it for I have it for a while, and its imagery it's beautiful. It's beautiful, so colorful and full of insights. So this will be the tarot deck of the Modern Witch. I will be shuffling for each sign, and for each sign, I will draw three cards. Okay, the first one will be about the situation you are in. The second card is all about the challenges or whatever is crossing you at this time regarding that situation. And the third card is the message that we have from the tarot for today. Okay, what do we need to communicate in order to unblock our actions? Because the first quarter moon is all about taking action. Okay, so we have the four main phases of the moon, starting with the new moon, which is the beginning of the cycle, of the lunar cycle. Then we move through the first quarter, then the full moon, and finally the last quarter. And each of these phases is about something during the cycle that we must or we can do to harvest whatever it is we seed it. Okay, so for instance, the new moon is about putting on the seed. The first quarter is about taking care of that seed, watering it, putting it on the sun so it can grow healthy. And then the full moon is about harvesting. Okay, it's when the seed has become a plant already and we can celebrate that achievement and we just harvest whatever fruit it came out with. And finally, the last quarter is about taking off those dry leaves, everything that's preventing the seed to grow or the plant to grow even better and to prepare for winter. Okay, so this is the natural cycle that we have with the seasons, with the tides, with the moon, with ourselves, with our lives. Okay, that's why it's so important for us to connect with the moon and all its insights, because we can really deepen our knowledge and our connection with ourselves, our connection with the earth, and so we can move forward in life towards the life we have always wanted. Okay, so I will shuffle now, a general shuffle, and then I will shuffle for each sign. I will leave all the timestamps for your sign. We will start with Aries sign, which is the first sign of the zodiac, and then we will finish with Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. Okay, so Aries is like the baby sign, and Pisces is all about wisdom. Okay, a wisdom that was acquired all the stages before. So it's the old soul. Like Aries is a new soul, and Pisces is an old soul, which is not always related to your sun sign. Okay, so I advise you to watch the sign of your sun, the moon, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Okay, so you can have a broader perspective of what's going on and what you need to get out of your system, so your actions can be flowing. Okay, so the general shuffle for this collective of souls that are watching this right now. Okay, let's see if we have any cards jumping out. Okay, so the general shuffle for the collective, and now we will start for Aries. Okay, let's see, Aries, what do you need to get out of your system, to unblock your messages, your hidden messages inside yourself, so you can take action on your dreams, on your projects, on your relationships, on your finances. Okay, Aries. So the first card is about your situation. I will put it here. Second card is about what's crossing you in this situation. And the third card is the message you need to communicate in order to resolve whatever it is that you need to resolve here. Okay? So let's see. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about abundance. Abundance that is available for you. Financial abundance. It's about you have all your resources, but you still need to work very hard on them. Very hard. Because there is no outcome if you don't take action. And somehow when I look at this, I feel like you are protecting yourself from something. Like you can hold your abundance, you can hold everything, that all your resources, everything that you need, but still you are like wearing a coat of protection. And also you are hiding behind those glasses. Something in your vision is not attuned with reality. Okay? So this is your present situation. Let's see what's challenging it. Oh, too much party. Okay, so there's a lot of social events that are going on. That are somehow preventing you to focus on what you already have. Maybe it's a celebration of some kind. Maybe it's a family event. Maybe it's a friendship event. Somehow it's related to partying with someone else. Partying with someone outside your core family. Okay? So maybe you are being distracted with all social demands right now. Okay, so let's see what's the message for you today. What you need to communicate? Well, you need to communicate your own emotions and feelings. You really need to communicate them. Okay, people will not guess what you are feeling unless you say so, unless you demonstrate it. The Queen of Cups is all about emotions, all about feelings, and also all about relationships. Somehow between this hard work and this partying, you are forgetting to tell the people you love that you love them. Demonstrate them, okay? Maybe they are feeling they are left aside, they are put aside because of all of these distractions. You can have everything, you can have the resources, you can have the parties, but please don't forget to communicate your feelings. Okay, Aries? So Aries, this is the message for you, the main message. Whatever is going on in your life, just don't forget to communicate what you are feeling, because people don't guess. Okay? Have a great day, have a great night. I will now shuffle for Taurus sign. Taurus. So Taurus, let's see what the cards have in store for you. What message do you need to hear right now? It's what you need and not what you want, okay? Every time this is all about what you need and what your higher self wants to tell you, so you can be aware of. Okay, Taurus. So this is your situation. This is what's crossing your situation. And this is the message that you have today, for this first quarter moon. Okay? So let's see. Your situation. Oh, happiness. So much happiness. You are feeling fulfilled with your family life. You are incorporating everything that you wished for. You cannot be happier. However, be careful for being just focused on the inside and not seeing the outside. As you can see, every character in this card, they are with their backs facing us. Okay, so be careful for not seeing what's happening around you. Okay, you can be very happy looking inwards, looking inside to your family, but you need to be aware of what is happening outside of yourselves as well. What's challenging you? The Emperor. Okay, too many rules. And yeah, too many rules. Too many traditions, too many traditional roles that are happening in your life. So maybe you are feeling that you have to play a certain role in order to keep this happiness going. Okay, it is as if you don't have this traditional role, either you are a man or a woman, if you don't have this traditional role, you feel that you cannot keep going with the happiness. Although, because this is a conflict or a challenge here, you are somehow battling with what you really want to do and what you should be doing. And be careful with that, because life always asks us for balance. Balance is always the key, okay? To everything, balance is always the key. So don't put too much burden on your shoulders alone, because you think or you feel that you have to play that traditional role. just delegate. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in this happiness situation. You can delegate your role. You can delegate all the tasks. You can delegate all the burdens. Okay, so let's see what's the message, what you need to communicate. 3 of Wands. Well, you need to communicate your dreams. You need to communicate where you really wish to go, what you really want to do. Do you want to go sailing? Okay, go sailing. Do you want to travel? Go travel. Do you want to put some of your projects in the world? Okay, do it, but communicate that. Okay, communicate what you want to do. Because people will not guess if you don't communicate. Whatever it is that's going inside of you, all your dreams, all your ideas, all your projects, communicate them. You don't have to be alone. Like on this one, you don't have to be alone because you have a supportive family. You have such happiness, such joy, so you can share the burdens and share the dreams. Okay? That's why it's called a family, so you can share. Okay, Taurus, this was your reading for today. I hope you keep well, and please share. Okay? You can keep the happiness going by sharing burdens and dreams. Have a lovely day. So let's move on to Gemini. So Gemini, today the first quarter moon is in Gemini. So let's see if some kind of message comes enhanced for you, or if you have if your moon sign is in Gemini, or if your rising sign is in Gemini. So let's see what comes up. No. Okay, Gemini. So this is your situation. This is what's crossing your situation. And this is what you need to communicate in order to resolve your situation here. Okay? So let's see. Situation. 9 of Pentacles. You are harvesting everything that you have seeded. You have a lot of work going on. You have a lot of prosperity. Have a lot of money, a lot of resources. Everything is coming together. Somehow you are feeling, well, obviously tired, okay? Because now is the time to reap the fruits. Now is that time, okay? So is there something preventing you to do that? Let's see what the challenge card says. Okay, 10 of Cups. A lot of happiness here. So this is about a happy family life, but also about being too focused on the inside and not acknowledging what's outside of yourselves as well. So it's time to reap the fruits, but why not doing it together? Because I see you here all alone, and here there are a lot of people to help you out. So why not coming to them to help you reap the fruits? to help you harvest what you worked so hard for. You don't have to do it alone, honestly. Rely on this family that is available for you, this happiness. You have so much. You are so well together. So why not ask for help? Also, what I sense here is about you feel that if you go and harvest everything, you don't have time to keep this going. But again, if you ask for help, you can do this as a family. It's a family task, and everyone is participating, so everyone is together. Okay, you don't have to do it alone. And you can bring everyone together to help you out with this harvest. So let's see what you need to communicate in order for this to integrate. Okay? Okay. You need to be bossy. You need to be bossy. You need to overlook, not overlook, this is not the word that I want to say. You need to direct, this is the word, you need to direct the work in order for this both to come together. So everything can be harvested, and everything can be done together as a family. Okay, so you need to be the person who directs the operations. You cannot expect for all of them to know what to do, because they don't know what to do. So you need to direct them in order to get the harvested done. Okay, take charge of the situation. Take charge and direct. Help everyone to have their own task in order to get the job done. Okay? Delegate and direct. Okay, Gemini. Best of luck. Best of luck with this endeavor. And I know you will do fine. You will definitely do fine. Okay? Okay, Gemini, have a lovely day. So now we will move on to Cancer. Cancer. What's stored in the cards for you during this first quarter in Gemini? For a Cancer, this might be very hard because this reading is about communicating what's inside. And for the water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, sometimes communicating the emotions and feelings can be really tricky and really hard. And for Cancer, which has a very hard shell around their emotions and their feelings, communicating them, it is a true challenge in itself. But let's see how Tarot can help you out, okay? So Cancer, let's see. So this is your situation. This is what's crossing your situation. And this is the message that you need to get out of your system, okay? What you need to communicate in order to unblock whatever is happening here, okay? So let's see your situation. King of Wands, okay. King of Wands is about directing the energy towards something creative, okay? This, if we had a sign for this card, I always look at it as the Leo sign. So this might represent someone of that sign, someone with that characteristic in your life. It can be yourself as well. Or it can be about an aspect of yourself. An aspect that has this need to create, direct and create, to be a leader, a natural leader. Okay? And you are finding it really hard to do that. Really hard. There's something that's keeping you feeling frustrated. Maybe something is not flowing as you wished it was. Okay, let's see what's crossing you. Oh, too much work. Of course, too much work. Too much. It's like you have a burden. You have a lot going on in your life. You have a lot of people to take care of. You have, well, of course, you are a Cancer. You have to, probably you have animals. So you probably have pets. So besides the family, you also have to take care of your pets. So you have to take care of your work. You have a lot of coins going on here, meaning work or finances. You have someone pressuring you to take better care of your family. And you also have your pets here. But there's also some kind of ancient wisdom going on. We see here, probably she's a healer. She's a curandeira. She looks like one. And what this is telling you is that you are always supported. Always, always someone has your back. So you can trust the process, okay? You don't need to feel the burden of being the leader because someone really has your back. Although whatever is going on, I see someone, probably he's a vendor or of some kind, that comes to you about your house or about your life situation, and you are feeling that burden of not being able to move forward. But that is not the case, because you have a natural leader inside yourself, or you have a natural leader on your surroundings, someone that might help you. There's no need to feel frustrated because someone has your back, okay? Someone always has your back. So what do you need to communicate in order to integrate these aspects? Okay, the Judgment card. Judgment is about, I have this other deck that I usually use. This card is called Karma on that deck. And karma or judgment is about our past actions, what we have done right, what we have done wrong, and now it's the time to know what is our destiny, something like that, okay? Traditionally is about, are you going to hell or are you going to heaven? Okay, but it doesn't have to be like that. It just means that every action has a consequence. And what you need to communicate is that exact thing. Not about yourself, but about your surroundings, people that surround you. So you need to communicate discipline. You need to educate people in order for them to have discipline and not step into your boundaries. Okay, you need to educate people. And because this is a major arcana, this means that this is a life lesson for you. This is a life lesson time for you about telling others what's their range, you know. Like if you step here, the consequence will be so and so. And if you step there, the consequence will be so and so. So you have to tell people that. That's why everything feels that's falling apart, that you don't know where to direct your energy to. There's a feeling of scattering for somehow, because you need to set your boundaries. Okay? You really need to set your boundaries and educate people who are with you, to let them know how they can, what they can or cannot do with your person, of course, towards your self. Okay, Cancer, this is for someone who is usually taking care of others. Now is the time to take care of yourself and set your boundaries. Okay? Once you set your boundaries, everything you feel that's falling apart or not connecting or with lack of direction, everything will come into its place. Set your boundaries. Educate people. Okay? Okay, Cancer, this was your reading for today. Communicate your wants and needs. Communicate your boundaries. Okay? Have a lovely day. So now we move on to Leo. Leo, the creative one, the conqueror. What's happening right now that you need to unblock? What do you need to communicate? Let's see what situation comes, what challenges, and what's the message for you. What you need to know in order to take action. Okay, Leo, seems like you don't want to talk because I keep shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Okay, maybe there are a lot of things going on. Let's see. Okay, not yet. Not yet. Okay, here we go. So Leo, this is your situation. This is what's crossing your situation. And this is your message for today. So let's see what your situation is all about. Oh, okay. Everything is fine. This is what you need to know. You are feeling so overwhelmed by thoughts. Overwhelmed by thoughts. This is a bonus card, actually, of this tarot deck. This does not exist in any other deck. Everything is fine. So you are full of distractions, probably due to social media, relationships with others, a lot of information coming your way, and well, you are really feeling not stuck. Stuck is not the word. You are feeling overwhelmed with so many thoughts, so many situations, so many information that's coming to you without you asking. Okay, but somehow probably you are asking because you are focusing on something that's bringing you all of these swords. mean thoughts and ideas, okay? But because they are piercing you, they are probably not that good thoughts and not that good ideas, okay? So let's see what's causing this feeling of being overwhelmed by outside forces. What is it that you need to know? Six of Wands. Okay. So you are feeling like you are in a battle. Can you see the battle? You just want to win. You just want to stand out. You just want to... Well, first of all, you want not to do it alone. And secondly, you really want to stand out. Look, these are not exactly clothes to go riding, right? You want to stand out and make a difference. And in order to do that, well, you feel like you have to bring upon yourself a lot of other people's ideas. No. Okay? No, that's a definitely no. You have to have your own ideas, like stop the social media stuff, stop looking out for things that are not yours, because you can really stand out without having to look like not without having to look like this. That's what I meant. Without getting all the attention on the wrong way. And when I mean by wrong, it's not the opposite of right, but it's like it doesn't match, you know? These clothes don't match being on a horse. So what you need to do is change your medium or change your clothes. Adapt your clothes to your medium, to the medium you are using. Okay, this has to have a coherent image in order for you to move forward and in order for you to not be overwhelmed by what everyone else does and thinks. That's their problem. That's their stuff. You have to find a way of doing it yourself and being coherent. Okay? So let's see what you need to communicate in order to get this aligned with whatever it is that you want to do. Because it's out of alignment, completely out of alignment. Okay? And you have supporters. Look, you have supporters. But at this moment, they don't really know what they are supporting, because this is not coherent. Okay? So let's see. Yeah, coherence. Look, this is much more, if you look at them both, this image is much more aligned with whatever it is that you want to do than this one. Okay? Because with this one, you are looking, you have a focus. You have a focus and you know what to do. You are holding one endeavor and not that many. Here you have two, so go with those two. Instead of having a lot is going on. No, just focus. Be specific. Balance. Okay? Number two are always about some kind of balance. And this balance is about creative endeavors. Because it's of the suit of wands. Wands are all about creative stuff going on. Okay? So don't take too much. Just take the two that you can hold. Because if you put the phone down, you can hold 1, 2 endeavors. Just put the phone down, like this one. Put the phone down, drop the phone, drop the social media, and focus on what you really want to do. Okay, Leo, a lot of your mind, a lot on your hands. Just do it. Communicate a coherent image. Communicate whatever it is that you want to achieve, but in a focused and efficient way. Do just what you really can hold on to, okay? Don't ask anyone to hold them for you. You have to be the one. And forget about whatever influences from the outside. Forget about them, because everything is fine. It's okay. Everything is fine. So Leo, I'm with you. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely week ahead. Embrace this coherent image of yourself and just go ahead. Have a beautiful day. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, the analytic archetype, the person who organizes everything, especially for others. So let's see, Virgo, what you need to communicate. This should be easy. Virgo has a very earthly sense of what's going on inside of herself or himself. And it's usually really connected with the feelings, with the thoughts, with the actions. So let's see, Virgo, what do you need to get out of your system in terms of communication, so you can move forward. Okay. So the situation for Virgo is this one, the challenges of the situation, and the message that you need to communicate. Okay, so let's see your situation here. Ooh. Okay. So this is a wild card. It says you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. And through this deck, may you find the path to your best self. So I don't know if I should have taken this card from the deck before, probably. But if it's here, well, we just go with it. So Virgo, you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Okay? And because of that, you will, actually you are probably feeling overwhelmed, because that's what happens most of the times. When we are full of everything, we have a lot of stuff, and then we don't know how to direct the things towards our path. So let's see what's challenging you in these overwhelming things. Okay, feelings, of course. Feelings, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Oh, too many feelings, too many emotions running. You feel like you need to fill your cup, you need to fill it. You have given so much away for the others that you are feeling the need to fill yourself as well. So this is always a two-way road about giving and receiving. And if you keep the road just occupied with just giving, there's no room for you to receive back. And now is the time for you to fill your cup. Okay? Fill your cup. Let someone fill your cup. Or of course you can do it yourself, but the sense that I have here is about other people giving you. That's what you're really feeling. That's what's really crossing you at this time. Maybe because you are feeling so overwhelmed. Okay? So let's see what message comes through, what you need to communicate. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is about going after any ideas that come up. Going after, moving. It's all about moving. So maybe you need to communicate where you want to go. Maybe you need to communicate the speed you want to do it. Maybe you need to just tell other people that you need to move on. Move on. And at the same time, asking them to fill your cup. Okay? Okay, Virgo. This is your reading for today. I will shuffle a little more. And go for Libra. So Virgo, just tell everyone where you want to go and how fast you want to achieve it. Because people will not understand. Because they are used to have someone that is full of life, love, and possibilities. So they don't understand that you need your cup refilled. Okay? Communicate what you want. Communicate how fast you want it. So you can feel rewarded and at an emotional level. Okay? You can be vulnerable, you know. You really can be vulnerable. This is everything is coming through is this. Okay? Because people see you like full of everything, they don't realize that you also need this. You also need to be taken care of. And so you need to communicate it. How much you need and what speed you need. Tell them they should not procrastinate filling your cup. Okay? So you can stop feeling so overwhelmed. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Have a beautiful day. Forward. And communicate as fast as you can. Okay. Okay, now I will shuffle for Virgo. Okay, Virgo. No, not Virgo, I'm sorry. For Libra. I just did the Virgo. Libra. So let's see Libra. Libra, the diplomatic sign. The one that seeks balance in everything it does. The one that's always battling between do's and don'ts. What's right and what's duty. The wants and the should-bes. Okay, Libra. So let's see. What's your situation? What's challenging your situation? And what do you need to communicate? What you really need to communicate in order to resolve whatever it is that's going on here. Okay, so your situation, Libra. The devil. Okay, so because this is a major arcana, it's related to a major life lesson. Okay, you are feeling chained to things, maybe chained even to illusions. Maybe someone taught you that you need to go through hell in order to rise. But actually, that is not the case, because yes, you are chained, you are feeling chained, but this is all an illusion. Okay? You can leave whenever you want to leave. You don't have to be facing whatever it is you don't want to face. You don't have to stick to it. Because nothing is set in stone. Nothing in our lives is set in stone. So you can just walk away. Even if you are feeling stuck because or chained to something, because you are here, okay? You can choose to leave in any time. You can use the fire, you can use the power of transformation that the fire has to set you free. Maybe there are a lot of ego issues going on. Maybe someone taught you that. But it really is time to let go. Okay, it's time to open your eyes and look for something else rather than this. I don't know, if you could choose to be staring at a devil like this, or if you could choose to be staring at a rainbow, what would you choose? I bet you wouldn't choose to be staring at this devil. Okay? So it's all about choices and the power that you have inside of you to go away whenever you decide to do it. Nothing is really set in stone. Okay, so let's see what's challenging the situation. Oh, the longing for moving towards a fulfilling relationship. I don't know if you are in some kind of toxic relationship or situation. It might be a love relationship or work related or whatever. But here I have the sense or the longing to move forward a fulfilling relationship, kind of relationship. You really want to leave this place as fast as you can. You really want to leave this place. But as I said, it's a matter of choice. You always have the choice to move away from whatever it is that's not fulfilling you. Okay, let's see what you need to communicate in order to really break free and move forward towards the destiny you want to. Okay? Four of Wands. Well, you really need to communicate the need to break free. Because it's time. It's time to unchain and deconstruct everything that has been built for a long time. And you can start to unchain you, yourself, and your partner, or the other way around, unchain yourselves and get out of that particular situation. Get out of there. But you need to communicate that that's what you want. That you want to build a healthier foundation, either with the same person or with other one. Because everyone deserves to start from scratch again, over and over again, as long as there are no chains. The chains is what is glowing here the most, because you need to unchain all your you need bad habits, bad routines, toxic situations, toxic routines that you have. Change them. Please change them so you can build a safer and healthier foundation for yourselves. Because you can do it. Just please break free. Break free, but you need to communicate that. Maybe you are in this situation or you are feeling trapped here because you never communicated what is it that you really want. And what you really want is to build a solid and healthy foundation for you and your partner to live on. Break free from all the addictions, all bad habits, all limiting beliefs. Stop doing that for yourselves, but please communicate that. Otherwise, no one will ever understand why. Not even yourself, if you don't verbalize it. And if this situation is not in tune with this one, well, just take your horse and move on. Just go. Okay, Libra, best of luck. Okay, best of luck for you during this season. And this is because we are in the Pisces season, which is the last season of the astrological year. This is really about clearing things up, okay? Clearing things up and making room for anything that's new to come up. You cannot build this lovely, house, structure. You cannot build this lovely structure if you have fire going on, because everything will burn, right? From the bottom, everything will burn. So you have to remove all these bad habits that you have and that get you stuck in order to build something new. And you have to make space for that. Change places, change here. If this was a story, right? You just get on your horse, leave everything that you know behind, and move forward to something completely new. Just go. This is what it says. Move away from that stuff as fast as you can. You have a horse, so as fast as you can. And start building a solid and healthy foundation for yourself and your relationships. Okay, Libra? Go on. Take your horse. I'm with you. Fill your cup so you can keep hydrated and go and be free. Beautiful, Libra. Go on. Okay, Libra. I don't know how to say that. I think it's Libra. And now I will shuffle for Scorpio. So Scorpio, the one that knows everything at all times and is always right, which is a rigid kind of thought, okay? We can never be always right. Otherwise, how can we evolve? We cannot, right? So Scorpio, with that in mind, let's see what you need to communicate in order to break free from whatever linear thoughts you are having. Life is not linear, okay? You know that. So let's see. What comes up for Scorpio? So Scorpio, here is your situation. Here is what's crossing your situation. And here is the message that you need to get out of yourself, okay, in order to resolve whatever it is that you need to resolve here. Okay, so let's see your situation here. The Hermit. Okay, so because this is a major arcana, it points to some kind of life lesson. Learning how to be alone can be challenging, okay? The Hermit is about taking the time to go inside and understand all resources that you have within yourself that you can use to help others on their own path, okay? The Hermit is about connecting with our inner wisdom. And one by one, we take out all the knowledge, all the life situations we have been through, everything that can be used to share with others so they too can move along their own path. Okay, this is a time for reflection and introspection, okay? But not to be alone, but to gather everything that you have so you can put them available for everyone else. So this is about, okay, closing the laptop, closing your eyes as well so you can look inside, and moving away from the window so you don't get distracted, and take time for yourself. Okay, this is your situation, but something is crossing your situation. Let's see what it is. Okay, so I had this card before, which is something I didn't take out of the deck. I decided to shuffle it too, along with the other cards. This is not a tarot card, of course. It says that you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find the path to your best self. Okay, so this is a card that actually presents this Modern Witch Tarot deck, but I'm using it also as an insight card. And this is about being overwhelmed by these standards that we need to keep. Okay, we have set, or in this case, you Scorpio, you have set so many high standards that you need to keep up with, so everyone can take you as an example. But actually this is a burden. You feel that like a burden, A burden because it's impossible at all times, at all moments, every day of your life to be this badass being, full of love, full of life, full of possibilities. It's impossible for anyone, okay? So this is what's crossing you the need to isolate. This is because you feel that you need, because you are a badass being, full of life, full of love, full of possibilities, you feel like you owe this person to everyone that's around you. So for that reason, you cannot go inside yourself for a little bit. This is what's crossing you, these standards that you have set for yourself and for the others. Okay, but the thing is, everyone deserves some alone time. Everyone, from once in a while, we need that because we need to recharge. And Scorpio being a water sign, you know what I'm talking about. All water signs need to recharge. Okay? That's why so many people put a glass of water or a bottle of water every new moon or full moon. You put that water on your window so you can recharge. Okay, so that water can be charged with the moon energy. So as a sign of water, you also need to recharge. And this overwhelming feeling of having to stand up for yourself and others, especially others, is preventing you to feel comfortable and at ease to take that time for yourself. Okay, so let's see what you need to communicate. Okay, what you need to communicate in order to resolve what's going on here. Okay, you need to communicate all your dreams and all the things you really want to do and achieve in your life. Okay? If you want to go sailing, go sailing. If you want to go traveling, go traveling. If you need to, even if you don't go, you should communicate what you need to do. You have to communicate because everyone is allowed to have dreams. Everyone is allowed to have their me time. Everyone is allowed to keep being a badass being. Okay? But we need to balance. We always need to balance that. If you communicate what you're really feeling, what you really want to create, what you really want to do with your life right now, in this moment, or in the next few weeks, or next year, or in 5 years, communicate that because people will understand. They don't understand if you don't communicate. Okay? That's why you keep feeling that you should keep the standards going. But you are allowed to look outside. You are allowed to look outside your window and dream everything you want to dream and act upon that. You just need to communicate, okay? Don't go sailing without telling your family you are doing it because you want alone time. Don't go traveling. Don't go for a walk without telling your family that you need to be alone. No, you want to go for a walk? Okay, family, please, I just need for a quick walk. I'll be right back. And you go and have your alone time. Communicate that, okay? People will not guess what's going on in your mind unless you communicate. Okay, Scorpio, this was your reading for today. Best of luck. Go for that walk, go see the sea, but communicate, okay? Communicate to your family so you can have some alone time, so you can recharge yourself and come back again full of life, love, and possibilities. Have a lovely day, Scorpio. So now I'll be shuffling to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So let's see what comes up. Sagittarius, the explorer, the one that seeks new adventures, the one that really likes to laugh and make everybody else laugh. And that sometimes, just sometimes, doesn't have a filter to tell the truth and ends up hurting other people. Okay, so Sagittarius, today this is about what you need to communicate, but please bear in mind that the way you are communicating it, okay, because you might eventually hurt someone by speaking your truth. You know that. You know what I'm talking about. So don't be harsh on whatever it is you need to communicate. And let's see what the cards have in store for you during this first quarter moon in the sign of Gemini. Okay. This is your situation. This is your challenges on this situation. And this is the message the cards have for you today, and the message that you need to communicate. Okay. So let's see. What's your situation here? 8 of Cups. Okay. So you are going for a walk. Of course. Being Sagittarius. You want to, move away from everything that's about emotions and feelings, and you prefer to go alone. So the 8 of Cups is about leaving something behind, going away, on a quest. This is what you are feeling right now. That you need to go on a quest on your own without the burden of or attachment of feelings or relationship-wise situations. Okay, so let's see what's challenging you in this, what's crossing you in this situation. Well, you have someone waiting for you at home. Someone that has been taking care of everything, of your endeavors. Someone that, is expecting you to be around. Okay? Although you feel the need to go on a walk, a long walk, what's preventing you to do that is someone that's at your house taking care of your stuff. Or if you are not in a relationship, it can be about yourself that needs to be home to take care of your own stuff. Okay? Because this is what's preventing you to move. This is like a deep need that you have. Move, go, walking wherever without the burden of emotions. Just go on your own. But then you have stuff inside your house that you need to take care of. Stuff or, of course, people you need to take care of. So you cannot just leave. But let's see what you need to communicate. Okay, in order to try to integrate these two aspects, to find the balance between them. Okay, so Sagittarius, what is it that you need to communicate? Okay, you need to communicate that you really, really, really want to move. You need to communicate that. You really need to communicate that you long to change places. But of course, you need to take with you some feelings and emotions. There's a cup. It's almost like this cup is missing here. Almost. Like you really need to communicate that you want to move, taking with you the relationship issues in a more lighter way. Here you have like overwhelmed stuff going on. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cups, of course, and here you just have one. So you need to communicate which one of these issues you are taking with you in order to renew them. This is almost like you have, okay, now looking at the bigger picture, it's almost like imagine all of these cups being filled, okay? They are filled with stuff. Finances, daily routines, work, relationship issues, household duties, the car, the whatever. Okay, it's like one of these is an issue that is filled. So you have this urge to just move away, but you have to take care still of some things in the household, so you cannot just leave. But what you can do is to take one cup at a time, and communicate about that cup so you can resolve the issues that are waiting on you. And for that, you need to communicate that you are taking a cup at a time to another place, maybe to another perspective, to see it through another perspective. Maybe you are just pouring whatever it is that's filling the cup, you need to pour it, okay? So you can be empty again and you can work on that. But you need to communicate that one by one, okay? One by one. And at the same time, you are at the household. Okay, so bigger picture, just take one cup at a time, pour it. You can even use, I don't know, if these are filled with water, you can use the water to water the plants. So you can integrate everything. And this is metaphorically speaking, of course. You are the only one who knows what these cups are filled with and what's holding you, and all the things that you need to take care of in the household. Okay? But just take the advice is communicate one at a time. So you don't feel the need to just walk away. Okay, Sagittarius? This is your reading of today. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely week. Okay? Remember, one at a time. Okay, so now Capricorn. Capricorn, the entrepreneur, the one that builds things step by step. It might take a whole life to do that, but you will do it. You have that strength in you. So let's see what you need to communicate. Again, Capricorn, communicating everything that's inside, it might be tricky. Because Capricorns are more of a doers than of a talkers. But let's see what you need to communicate, okay? During this first quarter, Moon in Gemini. Gemini, the messenger, the communicator. Okay. So this is your situation. This is what's challenging your situation. And this is the message you need to get out of yourself. Okay? So let's see. Your situation. Maybe partying too much? I always look at this Three of Cups as a card of celebration with friends, with close friends, or maybe not that close. Just celebrating, focusing on the celebrations that we also need from time to time. Okay? Sometimes we need a break from whatever it is that we are doing in our lives and just meet with friends and go to a party or, just chat in person, not using the social media or other means of communication, but being together. Okay, so this is your situation. You have a need to be with your friends. Okay, let's see what's challenging this situation. Oh my, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is, because this is a major arcana, it means that it's somehow a major life lesson that you are going through. Wheel of Fortune is about ups and downs. It's about the flowing of life. It's about embracing that we are not always on the same place. Sometimes we are up, sometimes we are down. And when this moves too fast, when the ups and downs are very, very unstable, we just need to hop on the hub and stay there for a while. Because the world will keep spinning. The ups and downs will keep spinning. Okay? And when we cannot embrace that flow of life, which is really a flow of life, when you cannot embrace that, well, it's time to rest for a bit. Maybe that's why you need so much, or you're feeling so much, having stop for a while and having a party, a party or a social gathering with close friends. So you can just stop the spinning of life, because it never stops. The Wheel of Fortune never ever stops. It keeps on turning. Turns and turns and turns and turns. And it can be overwhelming sometimes. Because we have so many things we need to do, we need to achieve, that it's not always easy to follow that flow. Okay? So let's see what message you need to communicate. What is it that you need to communicate in order to, well, have a little bit of a stop, okay? Some social time, some friendship around, okay? Let's see. Okay. What you need to communicate is... I think this communication is more about you need to tell yourself, not others, but you need to tell yourself that you have abundance in your life. Always you have abundance. So you don't need to force anything. You don't need to stop the wheel, because you will never be able to do it. As I told you, this will keep going and going and going. What you can do is to find some rest in the hub where it doesn't spin, and have some me time with other people, people that are close to you. What you need to tell yourself is there's enough abundance for you to stop for a while and have a drink, or two, or three. Okay, tell yourself that. Communicate with yourself. Because there will always be abundance for you around you. Look, there's this fertility symbol here. And there's this coin, and there are all these roses around you. You have abundance. You have all these golds. You have a throne. So tell yourself that it's okay to stop for a while. Stop and have fun. Okay, Capricorn? You will still be spinning around when you come back from this encounter. So why not rest for a while? Okay? So Capricorn, talk to yourself. Okay? Talk to yourself. You always have abundance for you available. Okay? Trust on that and listen to that. Okay, Capricorn. Have a lovely day. And we move on to Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of inventions. It's the sign of revolutions. It's the sign of making things differently. Because why not? Why not make them different? Why not make them in a different way? We don't have to stick to traditions. We are the traditions, right? So let's see, Aquarius, what you need to communicate. Let's see, communication. What message comes through for Aquarius? Okay, Aquarius, this is your situation. This is what's crossing your situation. And this is the message you should communicate regarding whatever it is that's happening here. Okay, so let's see. Your situation is... Your situation is going away from things that are weighting you down. And these things, because it's a cups card, it's about relationships. Okay? It's about emotions, it's about feelings, it's about close relationships. You are feeling the urge to go away for a while. Go away. Not addressing whatever it is that's going on in your close relationships. Or even maybe with your own emotions. Okay, let's see what's crossing you to feel like that. Okay, so you have like someone demanding you to have all things sorted out. That may be also an aspect of yourself. Okay, Aquarius? This might be someone else or an aspect that exists inside yourself that has the need to have everything lined up, you know? Can you see the difference between how these cups are doing and how these are aligned? So someone or yourself demands that every emotion has its own place and happens on exactly their own time. Everything needs to be organized. And because this is so overwhelming for you, you just feel the need to go away. Go away. And leave all the cups behind. Leave all the emotions, all the feelings. You don't want to deal with that right now. because you don't feel the strength to line them up as they should, not because you want to, but because they should be aligned. Okay? This is what's making you just move, want to move. Let's see what you need to communicate in order to unblock this overwhelming feeling of not having everything aligned as it should. Okay. Just tell yourself or anyone else that's making you have everything aligned that you need some me time. You need to isolate for you to be able to do this, to align everything, to put everything in its own place. You need to communicate, you need to be alone for a while. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. And because this Hermit card is a major arcana, it means that this is a life lesson. So this life lesson is being presented to you right now because you need to set your boundaries. You need to tell people, make people know that you are not made for doing this. Or maybe you are, but in a different way than what's expected. You need to communicate that you need to go inside to organize yourself. There's no wrong. We all need some me time, right? So don't feel overwhelmed. Instead of walking away, communicate you need me time to organize whatever it is you need to organize. And then you come back again to the world. Okay, just don't walk away. Because if you do walk away, these will never be resolved. Ever, ever. Because one thing is walking away and the other one is going inside. Because when you go inside, you can take all these cups with you. You take it under your coat. And then when you come out, you can do it. You can align them on your own terms, on your own way. If you walk away, you don't have the chance to organize them as you need. Okay? So Aquarius, some me time is needed, and some me time is needed to be communicated. Okay? Don't feel guilty about it. Just do it. Everyone has the right to go inside for a while. Okay? So you can recharge. Okay, Aquarius, have a lovely day, have a lovely week, and remember to communicate what you need. Okay? Just communicate what you need. And now, Pisces. We reach the sign of Pisces, the mystic sign of the Zodiac, the one that believes that everything happens for a reason, the one that believes that we are all connected, and the one that believes that mankind is beautiful. But also the sign that takes everything in, everything that's not inside of Pisces, but comes from the outside. Well, Pisces takes it in. Okay, it's like a sponge. It absorbs either good or bad. Pisces are like a sponge because they believe that everything is beautiful, even when it's not. Even when it's not, they manage to see the beauty in everything. Even in the dark, they manage to see the beauty in everything. Okay, Pisces. So let's see what you need to communicate, which can be hard for a Pisces to communicate what's inside. I definitely relate to that. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what the cards want you to say. So Pisces, this is your situation. This is what's crossing your situation. And this is the message Tarot wants you to take out of yourself regarding whatever it is that's happening here. Okay? So let's see. The sun. Oh, the sun comes as a joy of life. Comes as a joy of being alive, actually, and embracing all the little pleasures. This is a major arcana, so it comes as a life lesson to learn that's being presented now. Somehow you need to get back to this innocence when the sun is shining and everyone is happy, the flowers are blooming, and you just feel joy. Okay, you are feeling you want to come back to this time in your life as if it has already passed. It hasn't. Okay, it hasn't. It's always there, because it's inside of us. Okay, so what's crossing this, what's challenging this feeling of joy, of wanting to feel joy? Okay, the High Priestess, another major arcana, so another major lesson, life lesson. High Priestess is about well, it's actually about the moon as well. We also have a moon here. So about feelings, about creativity, about intuition. So there's something that you are working currently with that's preventing you to feel joy. Maybe, just maybe, you are focusing too much on the outside of yourself, when you should be focusing on the inside, integrating the light and the shadow. There's too much intuitive work being done here. But because it's not self-directed, you are not feeling the joy you should be feeling. So let's see what you need to communicate in order to balance these two situations, okay? Okay, you need to communicate that you also need your cup filled with emotions, filled with feelings. You need to communicate that you are not a superwoman or man. This is a feminine aspect, but men that are watching, this is the feminine aspect of yourselves, okay? Because it's not exclusively for women. We also have the feminine and the masculine inside of us. So this reading is about the feminine side integrating with the masculine side. The sun is masculine and the moon and feelings are feminine energy. And what is being said here is that, well, these two need to integrate. And for these to integrate, these two, the masculine and the feminine, you need to communicate that your cup needs to be filled. You need to ask people something in return. Because Pisces gives and gives and gives and gives and never receives anything in return, right? So this is saying that you need to communicate that you really need to receive something in return, so you can balance these two aspects. So you can balance the joy with the intuition. So you can balance the innocence with the wisdom. Okay? You need to exchange. You need to exchange this intuitive work. You need to to make an how can I say this? This cannot be just one way, okay? It has to be both ways. You can give your wisdom in exchange of something, okay? So your cup can be filled. Don't be afraid to ask for an exchange, whatever it is. Either it's money, either it's your time, not your time, other people's time, other is emotions. Just make that exchange, okay, Pisces? Okay. So have a lovely day, Pisces. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely first quarter moon in Gemini, and communicate that you need to receive something in return for your time, for your work, for your availability. Communicate that, okay? Okay. This is all for today. Have a great cycle ahead, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.